Hey there, welcome to Simple Home Therapy. My name's Miranda, and today I'm going to give you a tour of my kitchen while I declutter all of my cabinets. In preparation for this declutter, I need to have a chair so I can reach the top shelves and a large box to put the items in that I'm going to be donating. I'm starting with the top shelf of my open shelving here and going through my baking dishes. I'm going to declutter this because I already have the 8x8, which is a similar size. If I need a small Pyrex, I'll use that one. I'm going to keep both of my bread pans. In the corner up there, I have 6 pie plates. They're all clear, as you can tell, because again, I like things to be visually minimal. Small enamel pot, some bowls, and a serving bowl. These plates under here though, I never use, I never touch, so those are going to be decluttered. This little crystal pitcher, which we use often actually with our coffee maker. I have 2 of these stainless steel travel mugs. I have the stainless steel strainer, as you can see, is missing one of its handles, but it still works, and so we keep it. These glasses here are our go-tos. This is what we usually use. All these white dishes I picked up just after we moved into this apartment, because when I realized that I was going to have open cabinets and things were going to be visible, I wanted to make sure that what was visible was also simple and visually minimal. So over here I have this bamboo box which holds the lids to all my jars. I have this bamboo bowl and these little Pyrex bowls, which I use for not much actually. I could probably declutter those. Put these in the box. Okay, I have a little bamboo cutting board back there. These wooden bowls I picked up at a thrift store. Okay, back here in the corner, I have my glass water bottle, which I also have another one here. These small glass storage dishes. And then I have 2 of these mugs, which I love. They are handmade here in Maine. We are overrun with glasses, travel mugs, plastic storage dishes. Okay, so all of these cups here can be decluttered. Okay, so I think I've decided on getting rid of these. So these are going, these are staying. I'm going to, I think, put the travel mugs higher and my storage containers lower so that I can reach them easier. See how that goes. These tall cups will not fit on any other shelf, so this is where they have to stay. I moved the mugs up higher because most of these are my kids and they're both taller than I am, so they can probably reach that easier than I can. Maybe, I don't know, they may complain. Okay, so next we'll go through my cooking utensil drawer and see what we can pull out of here. This is all of my cooking utensils, as well as what I have over here by the stove. We have not used them in the 6 months that we've had the air fryer, so not likely to use them at all. Also, this cheese slicer. We don't usually buy block cheese that often, so that can go. I really don't need that anymore. But I do host Thanksgiving, and so that's important to have so I don't kill my guests. Okay, this is actually my husband's knife that he usually takes and leaves at work with him. I'm gonna leave that for him. He keeps one of these 3 can openers with him at work, so I'll set that aside too. It's the only ladle we have. 2 large serving spoons, and these 2 forks I also use for serving turkey, and then my sugar spoon. This is a grapefruit spoon, which we rarely buy grapefruit, so I guess that can go. Potato masher, which I do use. Pizza cutter, which we use all the time. This is my main tool when I'm making cookies. A pair of metal tongs I really don't use anymore, so those can go. I just used it, so I guess we'll keep it. Salad server, we do use. Pie server, I use again at Thanksgiving time. Cooking utensils, I've got this metal spoon. These 2, I just got rid of a spatula and I picked this one up in its place. This is stainless steel and the other one was plastic and was melting. And this slotted spoon I probably don't need to keep, so that can go. I have some spatulas which I rarely use, so this one can definitely go. I would say I only need 1, so I think I'm going to use the smaller one because I can use it in smaller jars or things. The only vegetable peeler that I have, pastry cutter. Sometimes my son will take one to work, and so again I'm going to keep both because when one disappears from the house and I need one, then I've got to have it. And then of course my measuring spoons, which I use all the time. So it looks like this pile here can be decluttered. Most of this is all used regularly. What we do not use regularly is all of these reusable straws, so I'm going to go through those. Probably don't need 6. Probably going to just keep 2 of them. So the rest of these can all go. What is back in there? Okay, well these can definitely go. They were part of my old mixer that died. Next drawer is all of my kitchen towels, washing cloths, and cloth napkins. Okay, so what I have here are my favorite towels. These are my flour sack towels, which some of these I just got at Christmas time. These are my cellulose dishcloths. They dry stiff again, and they never have that mildewy smell, ever. So I love these, but because they're made out of plant-based materials, they do eventually wear out, although I've had some of these that have lasted over a year. So, and you can just throw them right into the washing machine and the dryer and they come out pretty nice. But anyway, I definitely don't need this many, so I'm going to get rid of half of these. That should be good. All of these I can probably get rid of. These big ones, these ones. I'll get rid of that. Okay, in this drawer, this is a drawer that I rarely get into actually because as you can see it hits this, so I can't really open it all the way and get into the back. So let's see, oh, this I kept from when we had a fish. That way I could put him in here when we were cleaning the tank, but we don't have a fish anymore, so that can be recycled. And then I have extra liners here and a little piece of candle wax, which I use on these old cabinets. I'll just take a piece of candle wax, rub it on there, and then it slides a whole lot easier. I have in here just my aluminum foils, wax paper, and parchment paper, clothespins, and then back here I have my recipe book and the user manual for the air fryer. Most of the time, manuals are not necessary because you can usually find them online. I don't really like having recipe books because, again, you can find any recipe you want on the internet. So I think I'm going to go ahead and donate the recipe book and recycle the user manual. And that's that for that drawer. Next drawer is all of our spices. Okay, well, just so a quick look, it doesn't look like there's going to be a whole lot to get rid of here. So I'm just going to wipe out that drawer and put them back. And the last drawer over here has my plastic wrap, a couple more of these cotton bags, and some gallon size Ziploc. So we got it empty there, empty down here. This cabinet empty on the top, and just a couple of extra boxes of cereal on the bottom. Start here. This rack came with our air fryer. We have never used it. I'm going to donate that. Not like an everyday thing, but worth keeping. It's not really a fancy pot, and actually it's pretty cheap and could probably be replaced, but for now that's what we have. This is our second largest pot, stainless steel. The crock pot I haven't used in a long time, and I honestly at the moment can't think of a reason to use it. I can do roasted vegetables in that. Here I have my assortment of mixing bowls, and another small strainer. I feel like we don't need all of these. If you have a large amount to mix, a small bowl wouldn't work, so I think we can declutter the small one. I think I'm going to donate one of these. Now back there I also had my dry blending container for my Vitamix. So obviously going to keep that. I think I'm just going to keep one and donate the rest. Just my Vitamix, a couple of cans of fruit, which I'll be using in smoothies, and back behind there is a vase. I have just my Tupperware pastry mat. Over here in this drawer is where I keep our teas, which is a hot mess, muffin liners, and some birthday candles, extra toothpicks, some matches, some extra magnets, and labels that I use for my jars. I've got 2 cake pans, 2 silicone muffin tins. Keep that also because it's tempered glass. We can cut right on it when we're cutting the pizzas. A marble cutting board. Because we have a cutting board here and a cutting board here, I don't really think it's necessary to keep any more. So that one can be donated. My daughter likes to use this, so I'll probably check with her to see if she wants to keep it. And if not, then it will get donated. I use these as liners. I'll keep that. Well used and not needed. These are my cookie sheets. Those will stay. I've got another cutting board, which is not necessary. I don't like to bake anything other than cookies on my cookie sheets. This is like a strainer-ish thing that I use all the time when I'm washing my vegetables after I get home from the grocery store. And then of course our pizza paddle, again, used all the time. All right, in these little cabinets, I keep our butter dish, our sugar bowl. This is cinnamon and sugar, Keurig coffee filter, the top to my Vitamix, and a tea filter. In the opposite little cabinet is where I keep some of my cookie decorating utensils, and that's not something that I'm likely to use, so those can be donated. I have envelopes, cellophane envelopes for my cookies. I think that's something that I might be able to use in my cookie decorating. I can't really think of a use for these, so those can probably be decluttered. So this is one of my food cabinets where we keep our baking supplies and things. I actually did find some things that have been in the cabinet for a while, probably is past its best to use date. So I'm going to empty some and consolidate some and put them back. And that's that. And it looks so much better now that it's organized and I can see what's up here. Not a whole lot of space, and again, this cabinet is super narrow. Like, you cannot fit hardly anything in here. So like up here you can see it, you can only fit one jar. You can't even double stack the jars because the cabinets won't close. So these are all dates: peanut butter, almond butter. This is a seasoning, hot chocolate. This used to have hot chocolate in it, so I'm probably going to consolidate these. Then I've got some extra tea and some popcorn. Pasta, rice, quinoa, as well as some things up there that I know I can get rid of because we haven't ever used it. These are the pots that we use most frequently. Actually, these trivets in the back, I'm pretty sure we can declutter. So up here I have some arrowroot powder and some tapioca flour, which we've had for a while, and so I'm going to empty those. And this is a glass milk jug that I never use. These bowls I have not used since I brought them home from the thrift store. I'm going to be keeping all of my cast iron and stainless skillets and all of the lids to my pots. I use all these almost every day. Salt and pepper, grinders, I have a couple of different ones down here too. Taco seasoning, and it's here because it doesn't fit anywhere else. Sweet potatoes, onions, and some squash down at the bottom. I've pulled out some jars to get rid of, and so I just need to find the lids that match them. Some of them are being donated and some of them are being recycled. In the cabinet under the microwave, I have the extra pieces to my KitchenAid mixer as well as my salad spinner, which gets used a lot. I've managed to fill this box with things to donate, and I feel so much better knowing that my kitchen cabinets are a little lighter. Thanks for watching, my friends. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!